In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a calendar in GoHighLevel. I'll also show you how to create an automation for booking confirmation and appointment reminders for the ones who book in your calendar. So let's not waste any more time and get ahead with the video. So to build a calendar in GoHighLevel, first you'll have to go to calendars in your dashboard. This is where you'll find all your calendars that you create inside of GoHighLevel. So I've made around 3 calendars here. All are test calendars. So you can toggle between these calendars to let them appear here in this dashboard. So this one's the onboarding test calendar. You can choose appointments, book slots, things like that. And also you can go to this appointment tab here to see if you've got any appointment on your calendar or not. So this will show you your appointment report. I don't have any in this one, so it will be blank. And then to create a calendar, you'll have to go to the calendar settings. So first of all, let's look at the things that are new in the calendar. I think it might have been a month or so. This new updates have been introduced in the calendars. This one's the first one. This one says you can edit and customize your calendar. You can add a primary color, a background, and you can also edit the buttons. I think this has been around for 2-3 months now. And one-time link. So this one's a link that you can use only once. If you send it to someone and someone books the call, and after that the link won't work for your calendar. So this one's a great update. And yeah, I think this one's the best one, the organic booking by Google. So for that you'll have to have a Google My Business account connected to your sub account, and your visitors can book your calendar from Google itself. So this one's a great addition to the calendar of GoHighLevel. So this one's a buffer time. It says buffer represents additional time that can be added before and after an appointment. This can be beneficial if you need extra time to get ready before an appointment. So yeah, this can be handful. And these are the 4 latest updates you can get in the calendar of GoHighLevel. Now I'll go through the calendar settings now. By the way, I'll talk about the different calendar settings also here, but if you want to go straight to the tutorial, you can forward this and go straight to the part where I'll be building the calendar. But before that, I'll try to explain some things that are available inside these calendar settings. So here's the connections. You can connect ads, Stripe. You can connect your Stripe to take payments on your calendar. Here's the Google organic booking that you can use if you have a GMB Google My Business profile. Here's the availability. It's not live soon, I think, but the team of High Level might be working on this. So this will be a great addition to the calendar. Preferences. All right, week starts on Sunday. You can make it to Monday if you want, because most people start their week on Monday. But in my case, I leave it to Sunday itself. So there are services, service menu, rooms, equipment. These 3 things we'll talk about later. I'm not so sure what are rooms and equipments for, but we'll go through that also later. You can learn where to find them. You can choose the language, time format. So here's the calendar. So here's the group and service menu rooms that we talked about earlier. So groups are, you can create different groups for different types of calendar that you have. For example, if you have 2 or 3, maybe different types of services that you're offering, you can group them together in a service group. And then the sales calendars to a sales group, onboarding to an onboarding group, things like that. So you can organize the calendars according to their group. And then there's the service menu. So you'll have to create a service. It's just like the calendar. It's written here. In order to create a service menu, you need to create service calendars first and add them to groups. Here's the room and the equipments. So I don't actually know what they are for. Let's see. So if you add, like, if you like to add an equipment, you can add it here. What will be the equipment, what service, and you can add them, attribute them to a calendar. Let's start with building our calendar. So when you go to create calendar, you'll find here there are 5 types of calendar here. So we'll go through each one of them first, and after that we'll begin our tutorial. So this one's the first one is a service-based calendar. It's especially for service-based businesses. You can add an employee to this, dedicated to this calendar. So when someone books, that employee, the employee dedicated to this calendar can be notified, and they can take over the work from there, the bookings. And the next one is a simple calendar. This one's a one-on-one. So we'll be creating this calendar in this tutorial, but let's go with the explanation first. So this one's best for physical events, meetings, things like that. It's written here. And the next one's round robin. This could be used for troubleshooting calls, interviews, things like that. So what's a round robin calendar? To understand it better, how would this calendar be beneficial for you? The round robin is especially beneficial for businesses that want to add, if you want to add multiple employees to this calendar according to their availability. For example, if you have 3 employees and all of them are available for 3 bookings each according to their time, then you can divide the bookings amongst your employee. For example, if you divide 3 bookings in between them, each one can have 3. Then after the first employee gets 3 bookings, the next 3 goes to the next one. So this is how this calendar works. And the next one is class booking. So this one's best for classes. If you, for example, if you take a weekly class, then this calendar can be built for specifically for that, for the booking of that class. And it can also be great for webinars, things like that. And the last one is collective booking. So in this calendar, you can schedule meetings with multiple team members simultaneously in a single time frame, I think, which means that the host can be multiple people in this calendar. This could be great for sales calls, support, interviews, things like that. For example, if you need a team member during a sales call in a meeting, you don't want to be alone and you want a team member to be present in that calendar, then this calendar can be great for that. You can add 1, 2, or multiple team to be host in this meeting. These are the 5 types of calendar that you can get inside, you can build inside of GoHighLevel. So we'll start with a simple calendar so that you can have a general understanding of how to create the calendar. So let's start with a simple calendar. So select, and you can add a name to the calendar here. Let's name it test 3. And you can add the custom URL here, the URL your calendar will be having. So let's say test 3. All right, test 3. And you can change the meeting duration, minute or hour. Let's say 1 hour. Availability, enter the time, meeting location, let's say Zoom. It will be Zoom, and there will be an option if you want to accept payment or not in here. You can add the amount here and description, let's say 100, or you can just keep it uncheck this if you want to make it a free. So we'll make it a free one here. And one thing more, for the payment option to appear here, you'll have to have your Stripe connected to your GoHighLevel account, I think, because when I was making this tutorial on my test account, this accept payment section was not appearing. So I had to re-record this video on this tutorial. You can toggle this on and off if you want to accept payment or not. Let's keep this off. And this will appear, I think, in the form and payment section also later. We'll see this in the tutorial further. You can confirm and your calendar will be done. But if you want to customize this calendar and make it more make it more personalized, you can go to advanced setting, and here it is. So you can click add a calendar logo here, your business logo, or maybe your, in my case I'll show you just for the examples. I'll add my own picture, open it, and you can choose the logo to be square or circle. Let's make it circle. The name, a description for your calendar, book. Let's keep this simple. And we talked about groups earlier, so you can add this calendar to any group you want if you have made them. So we don't have a group now, so let's leave it. The custom URL, meeting invite, and Zoom location. So this will appear on your Google Calendar that you will synchronize with this high level calendar. So if you can choose any one of the color. If you choose yellow, for example, the event color on your Google Calendar will appear yellow with the contact name. So go to save. Now the availability. So you can make your bookings available according to the day of the week. For example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, things like that. But if you want to make yourself available only for a certain date, you can uncheck these days and go to date specific hours. All you have to do is add specific hours. For example, if you want the Saturday the 6th, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., you'll be available on this date. Just submit. So when someone comes to your calendar, they can book. You'll be available only on this date. So this is another option that you can check out. And down here you can add the meeting interval, meeting duration is here, minimum schedule notice, all these things, and how many bookings can be done in a single slot. So let's give it to 1. Maximum bookings per day. Maybe you want only 3 bookings. Let's say the buffer time before and after. We'll check this Monday, Tuesday. But this day will be available, and also the date if you keep this intact here. So let's keep this intact and save. So now the form and payment section. So this is where you can add a custom form that you might have created inside of GoHighLevel. For example, if you want to add a client support form. So this form will appear when someone is booking in your calendar. Otherwise, you can leave it to default. So what's the purpose of this adding this form? It can be if you want some certain questions to be answered from your clients or the one that's booking in your calendar, then you can create a form inside of GoHighLevel and add that form here. So this is the main benefits of this form section. You can add guests. For example, if someone books a calendar, they can bring someone else with them to this booking, to this call or the meeting that you are making this calendar for. And confirmation page, you can redirect it to a URL. Just paste the URL. For example, if you have a thank you page or a different page like an upsell or thing like that, anything. Let's give it a default. You can add a Facebook pixel ID. This one's optional. You can add it if you want to track the visitors, how to interact with your calendar in here through your pixel. Auto confirm new meeting calendars. Yeah. And this was the section I talked about earlier, the payment section. This doesn't appear if you don't connect your Stripe account to your sub account. So if you have your Stripe connected, this will appear here. You can accept payments, add an amount, a description. You can also test it and make it live. Let's keep it unchecked. All right, now go to save. Now the notification and additional options. So select the notification of a type of notification, acknowledgement email, and who should receive this notification. Your contacts will receive it, and you can add additional emails. If you want the notification to come to you, you can add your email here. Let's uncheck this for now. You can also check this allow Google Calendar to send invitation or update emails within this. You can do that too. And allow rescheduling and allow to cancel the meeting. So they can cancel or reschedule the meeting through these links. to these custom values. So let's save it. Now the connections, you can link this calendar to one of your calendar that you have. You can add it to your Google account, link a calendar from your Google account, or you can set up your external calendar here. Just click this and you have to connect your Google account here, and then you can synchronize the Google accounts calendar to your Zoom calendar. All right, save this. And here's the customization that you can do to your calendar. You can add a cover image for your calendar. Let's leave it for now. You can choose the classic or the new version of the calendar. In the classic version, you don't have the option to customize your calendar widget. So let's leave it to Neo. And you can change the brand, change the colors according to your brand. For that, I'll use Canva. I've made some custom brands here for test purposes, of course. So let's say I'll use this yellow, copy, go to your calendar. This will be the primary color. Paste the hex value here. And then the background will be white in the default mode, but you can add different background colors. I'll add black. So these are the only two options that you can customize your calendar. Black, and schedule meeting you can add. So this is the text that will appear on your button in your calendar. You'll see that later I'll show you. Or you can, you can see that here also, preview the widget. Just go to preview the widget. And this is how your calendar will look. So this would have been blue, all these things. And the background would have been white if I hadn't changed the, customized this. So this is the logo. If you have added a cover image, the cover image would have appeared in this top section of your calendar. So this is the description that I showed you. Book a free one-on-one call. So how this calendar works: if someone clicks this, date and time, select, and this is the form that we added to the calendar will appear here. And this is the button, book your free call now. So this is how the calendar works, and only you'll have to save this. Now, I thought I would make this video limited to the calendar, but I saw in a group comment section that someone was confused about, they made the calendar, but how to make the automations for the calendar, the booking confirmation and all those things. So I'll show you that also. For that, you'll have to go back, automations workflow, create a new workflow. So you can either start from scratch, or there might be some recipe for your booking. So here it is, appointment confirmation reminder plus survey review request. You can use this inbuilt template inside of GoHighLevel to build your confirmation, but for this tutorial's purpose, I'll show you, and we'll do that from the scratch. So start from scratch, continue. By the way, if you're new to GoHighLevel and you're just checking out, I have a free course for newbies who want to get started with this business model but don't know where to start and confused whom to choose as an affiliate. Then I have a perfect free course for you where you can I've structured the course in a way that it will take only a few days, 1 or 2 days to get you started, set up your account, and just start promoting your product so that you can get your first few clients within the trial period of GoHighLevel. You can get the link to the course in the description below. And if you choose to remain my affiliate, there are additional bonuses I have inside of my main community for my affiliates. So you can check that course in the description below. Right, test free. You can name the workflow test free. And for the workflow to trigger, you'll have to add a new trigger. All right, the trigger will be customer booked appointment. Add filters. The filter will be in calendar. The calendar will be test free. So this one is the calendar that we created just a few minutes ago, save trigger. Then you can add an email, for example, send email from name. You can use a custom value for this, but let's do it quick. From email, the subject, appointment information. If you already built a template, you can add it from here, but none. So let's say all right, for let's say this one's the Zoom link that you want to send to your client who's booked the calendar with you. Hey, you're in, here's a Zoom link, blah blah, things like that. Or you can add a custom value. If you have stored a meeting link in your custom value, you can use it from here. For example, this one's I think I haven't saved my, so this is how you can add the calendar link, but I think I haven't saved mine. So right, you can also test the email, send one to you yourself and check if this works or not. Save the action. You can add things like tags, add a tag, a new tag, bookings, save. You can also add this to an opportunity, create an update opportunity. You can select the pipeline you want to add to lead value, things like that. You can also add an SMS reminder with the email. So this one's just for example. And then you can add a waiting period, maybe. Waiting period. Wait for, you can add a time delay or something. For will, in that option will add event appointment. Wait until before, this, the next action will take only after this is fulfilled. So save action 1 day before the appointment. So let's say wait 1 day before appointment. So this will trigger only before the date of the appointment. So this one's great for appointment reminders and all. Then you can send a reminder, for example. Yeah. And the same thing from email, hello, hi, subject, appointment reminder, things like that. Hey, just wanted to remind you that we due 1 day, things like that. Anything, save the action. And you can add for this appointment reminder can be added for a day. Then you can add another one. Wait, so no time delay, event appointment. Let's say 6 hours before the appointment, save action. And then you can add another email that your contact will receive before the appointment time. So this is how you can create a workflow and automation for the people that book in your calendar. And just you'll have to click this to draft to publish. Yeah, toggle this option and click save. Now, if someone books a calendar in the calendar that we just created, and this action will be triggered, and after that, these sequences will follow in the workflow. So this is how you create a calendar and a booking confirmation automation for your calendar. So that's it for this video. If you want to know how to build a form, I have another video made up, so you can watch that in the next video.